Welcome to Spotting Point Channel, your real-time sports entertainment studio. Relax, stay updated, and enjoy the action. Don't forget to like, comment, and share the channel with your friends and loved ones. Your support means everything to us. We love you.
Welcome, ladies and World Heavyweight Champion.
People ask me, like the walls, the wind that hits you head on. You learn how to stay calm when it's loud, things closing in. That's why the chamber,
The impossible.
whether it's one-on-one, on the outside,
AJ Lee, Becky Lynch.
when that door slams shut,
I don't know if anyone's ready for this.
one feels that weight.
This is gonna get nasty.
Could not be higher.
Price for chasing what matters.
Oh my God! Being live at the United Center, 346 WWE for WrestleMania. And on a WWE road, he'll be locked inside the Elimination Time World Champion. The Viper ran for a second time in his career. Mania tonight, when he wins the Intercontinental Champion Becky Lynch. He's in the hometown of Nuns, accompanied by her husband, Chicago's owner, tonight. It is known as the Elimination Chamber. It will surround the ring. Mania. Let's check.
The following match. Four superstars in individual orphans at regularly scheduled superstars. The last superstar go on to challenge the W Guild at WrestleMania. From Columbus, Ohio.
Alexa Bliss will end second all-time to live out of things. Alexa Bliss weighed no match back in 2018.
Yeah, here's a one focused on tag action. It has been a long time since Alexa Bliss tonight with victory inside the chamber.
Chips in her career 4 tag inside the chamber. To start off, Cole, he's Wade Barrett. We're in the final.
Arena is now vibrating. It's not me, the vibrations in the locker room of WrestleMania.
The winner of this chamber match for the WWE Champions here tonight at the United Center. He's looking on. She will learn at WrestleMania. Eddie Rango will shut the pod door until it's her turn.
She is one half of the.
Another woman who has massive experience. She won back in 20 chip match at WrestleMania. Wade in the match twice. That was Bianca Belair.
Nobody's doubting the pedigree of for Asuka, but Asuka is certain.
From Rio Grande, Raquel.
Raquel Rodriguez steps inside for the Judgment Day. We know that Liv Morgan at WrestleMania for the World Title Day will challenge for a championship.
The day getting back to what they do best. They focus on the acquisition of gold and the top of the women's card.
South Australia.
Before, and I'm going to say it again, image will appear. Ripley, 5th World Championship.
In a dreadful 24-hour down, Rhea Ripley and Io Sky lost full forces, and Rhea Ripley under the loss of gold mentally too.
Yeah, I was going to by Last Legend. How does last night's...
Rhea Ripley needs a marquee champ. That's gone now. If Ripley does marquee match at WrestleMania, this...
Rhea Ripley tours the pod. She will now know the next 2 women will actually stop. matches in your career.
Don't remind me.
Go face to face while you're in the pod.
You know what, Mod? It was when that pod opened, I was surrounded with looking competitors looking to end WrestleMania or a championship. Whatever. Lucky. The next two, not so much.
Making her way, Kiana!
Tributes of Kiana James for a number back at the Royal Rumble. She lasted almost the biggest upsets, I believe, in pitting the Queen to qualify tonight.
Off the bat when it comes to WWE times, but she's more than done that. She's blown Charlotte and Nia to qualify for this in this match. None of the other 5 competitors, the world, she's an executive the hard way from the very start.
With a very serious knee injury cost her over that she, well, wants to come back in the ring every single day. A brick approach to get better tonight.
Yeah, as smart as they is a competitive edge, and that's solid in a run on SmackDown so far.
Prior Lake, Minnesota.
Green and last legend to qualify for tonight at Chamber. She had a career highlight. She told Trish Stratus in Toronto.
Ooh, well, for Tiffany Stratton, all women's WWE Championship to Wasp, and has been desperate to get a rematch. You just have to win the Chamber with Jade Cargill.
One note on this matchup. Number 2 wins over the 24-year history. At regular intervals, pods should match. Once you lose, either pinned or standing, goes to wrestle. Underway. Matchup inside the ring. Out necessary. So James and Tiffany Stratton.
Well, you've mentioned we've got some veterans in there who have not. Kiana James is at steel for the very first time. Nothing far away from the outside of the...
Kiana James is playing with house money tonight. Headlock takedown by Stratton.
See, I atlas of the result when it comes to your health and being, although I do agree this is not what needs to execute.
Both of these college days brought that athleticism. Tiffany wants to get into a test of strength with Kiana.
Kiana James from the entire women's lock will suddenly gain a nice start.
You know, we talked about it earlier today.
It's a very valuable thing to... It would have been nice to put Tiffany away as you specifically introduced into this.
The fact that for, a lot of Julia. And a nice...
Well, she's done a hell of a job for Julia. A couple of championships already here.
James covered on Stratton and a kick out.
Taste for gold has... And that is an addictive thing to have.
Kyrie Sane 24 hours ago, masterclass.
Yeah, you've got to be absolutely insane to accept like this. And then a last-minute switcheroo, change that to beaten up, perhaps, is Tiffany Stratton.
Up off as well. And Kiana now, so no countouts in this match.
There is steel, metal everywhere you used to come.
Now by Tiffany, who delivers one of her own.
Coursing through the veins of Kiana. Welcome to the Chamber.
Into the pod is
ability, but it backfired there of Tiffany Stratton. It is a bad.
The thing about the Chamber is sometimes you have to change that have brought you there because it can get you in trouble. Like into the Chamber next. Asuka waiting for the door to open. Does a Kia pod.
Well, absolutely bull rushing. Kiana James smart enough to stop.
Goodness, look at this. Just pounding.
Goes back to what you were talking about moments ago about strategy, because she can't remember.
By Asuka, who's been relentless and
unleashed. And for the price of one now, the Empress
who is winning in WWE.
Oh no, this woman is hit with Asuka now, who is loving the carnage.
She's won 5 tag titles tied with Rockers of tomorrow. Asuka with a double missile and a kick out by James. Now a
stick start here from Asuka, taking down 2. Asuka did. Here's the issue. Asuka has just hold of this match, and eventually that might come.
Legends to Asuka. Earn her the opportunity.
Here as we close in on WrestleMania.
And now Tip on the other.
Asuka then went on a tear was
fourth member of the Chamber will end. Little miss on the face of the winner of the inaugural
have on their face stepping into the
Julia and Zelina to qualify for
an ominous presence surrounding the entire field.
Is in this match, and her friend Charlotte.
She's fine. I do know for a fact when a woman's missing out on the Chamber.
And Tiffany Stratton looking for the pretty.
Rough landing, and Tiffany Stratton's been in movement, not quite as crisp as it was.
Asuka stalking Alexa Bliss, looking for a. Ooh, Bliss.
Bliss seems to have almost. I don't know about Kiana breaking that opponents any way you can.
She's looked great so far in the Chamber.
Absolutely. Around her, 2 fresh bodies waiting to.
Stratton. This structure. And
getting completely shot right into that first. What an epic display. It's rest, no time to relax.
Number 5, 9 wins in the history of the Chamber, so the one for the Eradicator.
It's to Russia just in for it.
Yeah, Rio's had issues with Kiana.
Issues in the tag division over on
Asuka face first. Stratton
from irresistible forces. It's not shot.
Lyra Valkyria. Attention to Alexa Bliss. Look at this.
To argue with that, but navigating her way out.
Here.
Very, very nimble here and straight back to power. Oh, you can just read the pattern, but it might be about to get worse now. On
Ripley Bliss now trying to hang on to the...
on for dear life at this point, but getting higher.
Driving Ripley back first into the steel outside.
Kiana James, one moment to strike.
And on the steel outside the...
Uh-oh.
And Bliss!
Takes down everyone. Has maybe avoided the worst of that one. High-risk move. And as it takes...
Rodriguez, who will join this fray momentarily, beat each other up.
Man, now is the time to start thinning the herd.
Far. Kiana James caught. WrestleMania sign and a miss. Kiana eliminates Bliss.
Been eliminated.
And the miss. And Bliss is going to have to lead Raquel Rodriguez 10 seconds away with an opportunity to face Jade Cargill. Just catching Tiffany into the side of the cage.
That's the freshest woman
she's had for Raquel. Oh, and Rhea Ripley.
Injury in the Judgment Day, about 12 months all the way to WrestleMania, but wait up here.
Energy, I thought. Now, Rhea Ripley.
Slowly, teamwork seems to get the job. Bloody Ripley like that.
And Kiana James sending human demolition ball.
Raquel just a... That is just...
Oh, hurricane by Raquel and out top.
That's so well, and alpha females do not get on for Rhea Ripley, and now the head back.
Into the steel. Quick strikes.
Raquel needs to get on the same page. You cannot through butter.
Well, that's a Kiana James drop.
Raquel drops her gun. Take this.
And now a running power both
of Kiana James. Now Raquel
catch in her arms. Tahana Bomb. Raquel eliminates James. And
James have been...
one of the pods. That is a body just is. Not tonight. Tahana Bomb. Raquel, who is starting to steamroll it.
Going to Las Vegas in 7 weeks. Stratton. Will it be Rhea Ripley? Will it be?
Let's not forget the beginning to the damage and try and put this to bed, but no, that
instead of trying to that whirling slam to Stratton.
Tiffany Stratton this deep in the matchup. The things you're looking to do, your body is not going to
fully sent into the steel.
This is just how's Raquel? What the hell is she cutting?
Rhea Ripley in the steel chain
one-on-one matchup, but wait, Tiffany Stratton
now caught by Raquel. Raquel dumped
some of Raquel down.
Big boot by Raquel.
Raquel needs at this point make it one completely more Tiffany Stratton.
That's a perfect way to describe a big old Stratton.
Right. Raquel grown up against a child at this.
Was a patented that move and looking for the Tahana Bomb. Stratton lands on.
All about the durability of Tiffany Stratton. She's going to need all of that through the chamber.
Ripley on top of the pod. Cannonball. Stratton. Prettiest. The two
has been eliminated.
Raquel was going in for the kill on Tiffany Stratton, and that one prettiest moonsault ever.
The smash for a chance to win. A flyaway trick for Jade Cargill looks on. One of these two women beat Ripley. Rhea misses with a kick, big knee.
Be the favorite, given that she was last out of the pod. Tag goal 24 hours ago, and then Jax, is he going to pay here?
Logan can throw all snow too, like that. Up Ripley. What a match.
Yeah, and this is that point where those top level behind Tiffany Stratton, the WrestleMania Vegas knee.
Rolled out of harm's way. Ripley's opportunity. Boom! Takes out Stratton. Kick out.
Agony. That lower back has been punky after the abuse it's received in this match. Left in the tank of the Eradicate.
Rhea goes shoulder first. Stratton this time connected with WrestleMania on Rhea. Performance by Stratton. Started the
face of Tiffany. That is victory at all.
Top. Looking for the prettiest moonsault ever.
By
Ripley. Riptide on WrestleMania
2026. Ripley.
Oh boy, two is in the women's division. Are gonna right there at WrestleMania.
To battle for a championship mania.
And here is some of the wreckage. Absolutely epic performance. Second, and you come a cropper and taking down the powerhouse, Raquel.
And it's dubbed into the pod, and that's all Rhea Ripley. It gives her a first class to WrestleMania. By all 6 women tonight. Hill, Ripley. Jade says, bring it up. What you wish for. is presented by DoorDash. Downstar Trick Willie match tonight. It is tonight finally hit inside the chamber. And 21 to up the world tonight. Championship Lee.
American vodka is for hardworking people. Just mail it in.
Here we go! Boom! On the top! Oh!
Truly American.
Let me talk to you. Life inside the ring can be a grind.
With the EST.
And living it up in retirement. Snap.
Snap into it.
Extend a special, the official theme of music. The Intercontinental Championship.
10 years ago, I retired. Dreams in wrestling. But Becky, she just...
AJ Lee has gotten under...
You're ruining my life. I got a new tip. That one woman can...
Company win more games.
So, you want to go one-on-one with Sports Illustrated says that the Bleacher Report decade. Without Becky, maybe I'd be a champion. You this, but I deserve all of your friends and family. Welcome to the big time. Victorious, and I'm sure as hell gonna walk. The man
A seven-time world champion began back on January on Netflix. We'd like to thank everyone who Mania for premium live events it's on Netflix tonight because the woman who now backing to the majority of this crowd.
Jake, a veteran like Becky, single-handedly turned away. The truth might just against, but as far as Becky Lynch is...
You see in the background there, the official of this match, Jessica Carr. A bit earlier today, talked to her a lot about this mountain. Of course, the personal issues, singles match in over a decade.
Well, let me put a little perspective on that. More recently than AJ in the Wilderness, albeit with a couple of war games where you have people to leave. Becky Lynch, I'm not buying it.
Let's set up.
That is for the women's in from Union City, Lee. She is the women big time.
Oh, the delusional Becky Lynch claim Becky Lynch Day. Becky call her family and friends here tonight in Lee.
Well, wait in short order. Absolute joke.
AJ Lee tapped Becky. Then back at War Games, tapped out as Intercontinental Championship. And now strategy to use coming in this against AJ Lee.
Your AJ Lee are going to be through the roof of confidence, but right now he is removed from being in this exact...
Try to out-wrestle AJ Lee, realizing AJ in a one-on-one match.
WWE alongside there is no cheating reps. In the singles game, certainly...
AJ telling me earlier that returned here last year and tonight. Now the headlock will play shots to the kidneys of Becky, the champ, and a kick out. For AJ, how does she up Becky and a kick out?
Well, what's the key to that Black Widow submission? That is something that real fear for Becky, knowing...
And Becky, who's had a tendency to hold those emotions in check tonight.
I think Becky Lynch came into this one thinking it would be Lee. AJ Lee is just not allowed to kick it in for Becky Lynch.
Hammerlock and continuing the pressure. Will Becky tap? If she does.
She was so well known for her first time.
And Becky now turns it into Intercontinental Champion. AJ must pin or tap. Doesn't help AJ at all.
Out of our security barrier, and that's skipping the Intercontinental Champ.
And Becky, good referee. And
lost Becky Lynch championships before. Simply do not trust, and I know Becky Lynch feels...
By Lynch.
Oh,
AJ, nice takey.
God, Hopefully wasn't expecting.
Oh! God, CM Punk will be out here in a matter of moments.
What you're talking about, training. Training is great. Training level in training as you do.
Actually, with Becky, who just has a little more malice in her.
Yeah, there's a lot of which is huge in WrestleMania season, but where it is today, who's going to... So there's a lot more than just a champ.
Developed a Hall of Fame and off to the over 19.
In full control, nothing they can do about it. I'm getting ragged on.
Becky talking to herself a bit, cannot allow.
Lee has talked about in the past. She sees Lynch, who, whilst you may agree with the first part, incredibly difficult for a lot of women in the locker room.
And she's a conspiracy. She's a conspiracy. You obviously don't follow her on social.
On too. Get all the insight when you've just proven her right.
And
you want to Becky?
Lynch was having her way with AJ here. AJ dropped it.
Become all Becky
Exploder!
Lynch.
And Becky's done a great job taking this.
Hot right from the start was AJ is out. Suddenly you hit a brand that simply cannot be helped in training.
AJ, I'm not sure that's wise. Trying to rally there, and Becky Lynch stopped.
The volatile individual, she says, might have lit a fire inside AJ.
Champion, and here comes Lee. AJ Lee to the midsection. Time back. AJ Lee, though, quickly off the ropes.
Lynch, question being, can a major comeback in this championship
bit. Again, ring shape could be an issue.
Built for speed and being elusive. Your second wind here.
Yeah, picking up some of the once too often. Telegraph that rope. Tornado DDT to land.
Back.
Shining Wizard. He kicks out.
Well, that belief is now this thing. This audience too starting.
It was such an important part of AJ's Becky Lynch. AJ sent to the corner. Becky to a pinning combination. A kick out by the champ at 2.
This turns into
the Black Widow, but Becky Lynch countered.
Been working on the reversals to that black.
And she's already tapped twice to it over the past 6. Becky, is she getting exposing the steel turnbuckle? Job Wade. And now AJ sent. Face first goes Lynch.
For AJ Lee to really pick up the pace here.
And up top, and Becky Lynch, the wily vet.
Great instincts from Becky Lynch. She's got that action tonight against her most hated rival.
Never any debating that. Super play, an armbar on AJ. Try to counter this, and smart move, pin. Big kick.
Right on the temple, but too much has been taken.
Survives it too.
Yeah, just a groggy for already. Come pounce on the pin quick.
So Jessica Carr, off the turnbuckle, gonna put it back on.
Oh,
Jessica
led to slow count.
Oh no! He didn't seem to give a damn, and now AJ Lee.
Oh, absolutely.
Becky's tapping. Becky.
As well as I do, that's not how it works. But ref did not see it. Ref cannot.
Well, AJ Lee should. And a check on the official.
Oh God, this match could authority in this one.
Yeah, this
present.
And
Becky Lynch, it's all for naught, and this match is continuing. Becky Lynch, at least for now.
Becky beats up AJ Lee. Becky can do whatever she wants.
Tap out and a count out by now. Perhaps hey, this is going. You can do whatever you
in the ring as AJ Lee now.
From AJ Lee, given what no doubt. And endurance of AJ Lee. Well,
yeah, AJ's so impressive here to the ring.
Just grimacing through the
back elbow by AJ. Oh!
That was an ugly land. Oh,
and now the AJ may be out.
The body of AJ.
Manhandle. AJ and Becky can't.
Be starting to Becky Lynch.
Now AJ rolling up Becky. And a kick out. Jessica Carr. Nice takedown by AJ.
Both.
And Becky. Oh! Becky. The referee's right there. Becky.
Here is your winner, Women's Inter-K League!
In years.
Well, this is how we got there. One miss. Unfathomably, that's when it looked like AJ was going Jessica Carr, but the brakes on from Becky Lynch, straight All Faithful, the one that's done so much doubt, and AJ Lee, the road to WrestleMania.
Not once, not twice. AJ Lee, the Intercontinental Champ.
What a night. Yeah.
Truth. I had to smell it, dog. Smell good.
What do you?
It has a soft and chewy scent. Yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen, defends the WrestleMania.
City connected, not just by train line. Talk less, dream bigger, and the course of history. Welcome to the greatest city in the world. Outdone.
Technical Sergeant Leader has supported key missions worldwide, nations including air and space medals, women around the world, especially with what's us. Thank you for protecting. The main event at WrestleMania. It's WrestleMania main events of all time. Finn Championship tonight. And Finn members JD McDonough and Dominic Mysterio promises he needs to do this.
I actually don't believe that at all. God, keep the champ guessing. Top of this game, you can be a team champion, and I know full well.
Battled Punk in his homeland Ireland back in January. He's the away team. Champion this week. Congratulations, NXT North American title. Ken Knight. Some nostalgia. PA announcer Ray Clay.
The following contest is scheduled World Heavyweight Champion. Introducing County Wicklow, Ireland, 90 pounds, Finn Balor. And his opponent, Illinois, World Heavyweight Champion.
13 long year match in his hometown of Chicago. Punk understands that this could be the very last match. He says tonight he is going to savor against a very hungry Finn Balor. Crowd out of this, a crowd can do to you. Hometown crowd. He says he needs to take.
I get that. Punk is this audience, but let me just make a lot of the international superstars competing on foreign soil and in the US. This will not phase Finn Balor.
Questions coming his way over the past few greatest main events in WrestleMania history. Instead, he always double
on that. I respect the fact that he sees it anyone, anytime that he is the champion, and I'll emphasize win in the map.
Yeah, full Nelson applied by Balor into a side headlock now. You know, the talks that they had leading up to that getting a killer instinct that was.
Yeah, Finn Balor might have learned in that first year today. You can read it on his body in Belfast that he can hang in this day and age. It's been a long time since doubts in the head of Balor going in.
And again, Wade, listen to how quiet it is to do. Not allow this crowd.
Set of CM here.
That'll here since Balor has held a world title. He held that title for 24 hours.
Talking about can be spare wood Finn Championship because of the injury.
Punk cover.
Was going to come hot out of the blocks. You mentioned the against Father Time, and that is something as Durance needs to use to his advantage. So
Chad Patton working this world heavyweight. The Royal Rumble winner, Roman.
Here we go. This is exactly what I was talking about. In the early goings here, there was a technical.
Of course, Wade, the United Center, the home of the... Does Punk want to turn this into a hockey fight?
Hook or by crook, but if it is for CM Punk, he does have...
Delivering the elbow to the face of... And look at
his ribcage there. Was a nasty landing on it. History on an opponent's body, and at this level, massive asset for the Irishman.
Listen, it's WrestleMania. The Punk weaken up the midsection.
He's sick of being labeled an underachiever. Faith in him when he had that injury 10 years ago. Stick it up to management, ripping away.
Balor's got a 5 count here. Again, working the rear by Balor. Not only slow Punk down.
You know that initial tweak in the ribcage weakness from your opponent. Punk was trying his... Balor is now all over that weakness like...
Punk down.
And this is the buzz starting to dissipate from this part.
In Chicago, he won his Intercontinental 2009. Who would ever forget Chicago? And how about 2011, Wade, to win the championship in one of the most
to John Cena, champions in wrestling history. Oh, God.
Screaming in pain here. A tap out.
Tolerance, but barely now. And Balor attacking. Balor has even got out of third gear at this point. What a...
Trying to rally, taste in his mouth after, and it was down to him and Cena.
Elimination Chamber, perhaps. And in Mania, we're all so desperate to get back to the showcase in the main event.
Yeah, but Punk has really turned things. Punk at SummerSlam. Punk has not lost 25. To Punk for the World Heavyweight hangs in the balance here tonight.
It's just so easy for Balor to...
And Punk trying to wrap.
Suddenly he's got Finn reeling, ratcheting up through the gears. The
1990s Bulls teams here tonight. And he's got Finn in position. And now, side dive, driving Balor right into...
Lower back of Finn Balor. Absolutely.
This is important for Punk here. Inked up midsection.
Yeah, I'm not sure times as the match goes on. Punk for my...
Bring Punk a proud man. He doesn't want to take a count out. Top rope. Punk off the top to retain. Tonight. Who do you want to face at WrestleMania? Or
man in this industry, he will... All he cares about is
for a GTS. Balor now from behind. Pick out. Balor actually owns the victory. We know the history and the rivalry between
collector's item in this industry. So even more reason why Finn needs to get...
Again, working the midsection. This has been a great...
Oh! Strategy Finn had coming into the match. Wait up.
In a position, Finn Balor trying to hang up. Went for it. Balor rolls him up. Small Punk dips underneath. There's that. Pat Balor.
Finding answers. I mean, go back to SummerSlam. Completely unwinnable for about 90 and hung in there. Showed his toughness.
The story over the last month. Of course, the win over Punk has been a fighting champion as we hit tonight.
That's when you realize it is close to the must-sense victory. They know their opponent is
looking for a suplex there, and Punk drives him. Punk again is going to have to dig down.
Definitely been sacked from that rib injury.
To the midsection.
You don't change your Balor. He's smart enough to know that. Oh, God.
Hey, but he's still in the drop zone. Finn whip for the coup de grace. Punk rolled out of harm's way into the mouth.
That's the least of Punk's worries. Punk can connect on this.
Oh, yeah, the elbow giving in.
And Punk, no cover. It's in fact a slow 3 count.
2.5.
So much. Oh, God. The matchup.
Balor's just a step
from the mouth of Punk. Eyes now.
Punk looks and Punk going.
By Punk there to beat, to get his senses together. No going on here.
And Punk now.
Oh, hold on.
Looking for the end. He's got it in on Finn Balor now. Submission move.
You're like a long away from the rope.
Balor trying to hang on. And combination of his own. And a kick out pipe. That's something Balor learned from their battle back.
Simply have to be merciless at this level.
Trying to lift Punk up and to alter the top rope into a coup de grace by Balor. Punk's the
kick out from CM Punk. He was home and dry.
Punk survived. We mentioned that JD and Dom are here through his head momentarily.
Well, clearly torn. Oh, wait up.
And pushing for the go to sleep. Golden out of the ring with his momentum. And in may have slipped away.
Finn Balor opened a tiny window. Punk was happy to kick a little too hard, and no chance of a cut.
And I told you, Punk does not want to count out. Into WrestleMania, and Balor with a sling.
Outside of the ring, those are thin pads over all of that impact.
Now, shades of a decade ago. Is this his moment?
Broken body of CM Punk now getting the 3 count.
Tossing the dead beat, closing in on the World Heavyweight Balor with another swing blade. Again,
Punk is swinging at whatever he can. Finn Balor, and once again in that drop.
once. Went for the coup de grace. Punk got his foot up into a sharpshooter. Shooter's in. Chicago many years ago at WrestleMania. Balor.
Oh, God, all of the agony on the line. Break that hold.
Man, that was a great
Catching a flying Finn Balor and all.
Gonna step through again. Balor again playing between these two.
In WrestleMania season, you are going to.
Remember, Roman Reigns will the winner of this match. Will it be Punk?
Either of these two men be capable of going to Raw, but refuse.
And now CM Punk go to sleep. Punk will main event. Face on Monday Night Raw. Imagine what's in store and when Punk and Reigns stage is set for one of the big 7 weeks. CM Punk and Roman Reigns.
This is how to grass, but some moment a broken connecting with a all the way out of the ring, but Warrior. And now laser focus mistake. And that was all time a fortuitous landing, successful retention, and CM
by Finn Balor tonight. But in the end, it has become a train. It is the guts. It is the in the world. And Finn Balor, who over the CM Punk.
A respectful and celebration from a couple of Punk and the new women's.
He made as the new. What a night in Chicago of CM Punk and WrestleMania. Reigns.
Jumped for years and years, but we are time in Vegas. It is going to.
You and I are going to have the opportunity to see this generation. It is a grudge, including UFC fighter Michael Chandler. Giannis is here. Milwaukee Bucks, please, Giannis. Please come. And little Yachty. Michael Yachty here tonight. Hey, the 15% ABV by flavor, and it hits Go Can. Built to power up. Oh, this is the earlier tonight. Raquel Rodriguez.
She was from here. Tiffany Stratton here. And then there were 2. Moonsault and then nailing 1 riptide with the WWE Women's Champ Vegas.
It is Shea Ripley. Well, you know, the sold-out crowd, courtesy of 2K. WWE's return to the United Center, and Punk's eligible to play on early access. Mark, you know, the backlash is coming to Benchmark in May 9th. Tickets are up.
WWE's attendance was in 346.
Here, you know that surprise box that's been everywhere?
Okay, I think it's a. Saw at the back of the box earlier.
Stop.
Should have asked Joe Tess what's it.
A coffin? Boy. Get down.
Now it's your first set of dentures, Michael.
The hell was that?
Well, I know they've got bits of parsley in them.
Are they? It is for the W.
Life inside the ring can be a grind.
So,
Like tearing it.
Living it up in retirement. That's a gift.
snap into a Slim Jim.
Wheatley American vodka. People who never just rise to the occasion. Try to get the job done.
From the top.
Celebrating with something truly American.
We are two-night extravaganza from Las Vegas, 3 p.m. on the West Coast, as well as full coverage on April 19th. Live and app with ESPN. Las Vegas, April 16th to the 20th is the AJ Lee and the best in the world, CM Punk. Opportunities will go on sale this Friday, March 6th, WWEworld.com. You don't want to. Immediately following our Chamber post-show, we set the stage for WrestleMania. The American Vodka in WWE, the USO, and the United States Navy, Mary Lago, and all retired and acting this weekend, and for your servant.
The Chamber match! 4 superstars opens at regularly scheduled. Superstars are eliminated. The last superstars to challenge the Drew McIntyre!
Down by storm for the Chamber match, and Triple H Page for the NXT Championship was a special guest referee.
Yeah, there's a length of all for him has to be this. It's too big. There is no spot on his ticket for Mania.
Intimidated. Just oozing confidence.
Looking for completely nothing for the very top.
He will be locked inside a pod. Testing out.
Weighing in at 209.
The settlement time in his career, he knocked off the Vision tonight. And you think Trick Williams has
energy battle that is between the Williamson, and it might have the start is here in Chicago, and he
match.
Yeah, and these are the entrances. So from there, you've at least.
Did you ever start the Chamber match?
Yes, I did, and I still didn't win.
Story here. Let me get one of those set on our table out here.
25 WWE Hall of Famer Theory from Dorado, weighing in at 200, Logan Paul.
It's SmackDown, Jey Uso, who was appellant, not medically cleared to be up for the main event. Logan Paul versus, there was some shenanigans. That masked man who's been by Logan Paul, and it was nobody.
Effective attack in the first place, but anything official.
Would once again stick his nose where he did WrestleMania. What does he do? He takes out
Georgie and Nick Aldis last night. He was burnt. Consequences coming the way of the WWE
Chamber. This is the third straight inside the ring for nearly an hour.
He was going to be competing in this match. His position to be in.
We now know 2 men will start.
Next, from St. Louis, the Viper.
And Randy Orton sets a record tonight, entering one back in 2014 when he 8 career eliminations, second all-time match. He will shatter John Cena Chamber matches in their career.
Very little throws the vibe. In recent weeks on SmackDown, Randy Orton and Aleister Black has been trying to get into the head of the lacks the killer instinct at this. Cody Rhodes, who is also those two in the ring at the same point.
Chicago back in 20 won the World Heavyweight title here in Chicago. Us here at our announce desk, and Theory out here as well. Breaker, of course, out of action after Sir torn biceps.
Fortunes decimated by some bad luck. They were staring down the newcomer. Trade several weeks. Of course, clashed in.
Mention it. There's been a. This Apex Predator. Does he still have? You know, Wade starts to creep in. But Randy, world champion. He's within striking titles. He's tied with Triple H for knives Orton this late in his career.
Yeah, just consistently said he wants the last 10 to think with that kind of timeline, right? To be the #1 world.
Randy Orton. Make him look.
The young blood make me feel old.
Weighing in at 190.
I understand the pressure gets you. Nonetheless, you want to feel old. In 2002, when the Elimination 4, he's 21 years old.
I mean, how can one guy get all 1 year? He's even a nice guy. He knocks the guy's amazing, this young man. But here's the problem from the very beginning. That is absorb inside the chamber if you're going to know. And he's about to find out once he hits that.
For a month. He was the Iron Man in 1 minute. And then, in order to qualify, Dominic Mysterio and the...
Yeah, and it's a similar story. Here, there, you don't climb up and on the top.
Imagine what he's going to be capable of inside.
Eats that steel for the first time. Enthusiasm and flying under the radar is Javon Evans.
Championship at WrestleMania. We know the world reigns for the world title at WrestleMania moments ago. He told CM of relevancy. Roman...
And I'll tell you right now, for an aerial 10 skills, this Elimination Chamber really can be like aerial attacks. In this case, he doesn't fly, he floats.
You dropped like a...
That's why I'm sat over here now.
One royal family.
The American.
It is Cody WWE Championship match. Fitted Wade. He hears it. Our away crowds. He wasn't sure when he would focus on the task at hand, and that is a...
Might be the most QB1. And I don't agree, if you are not competing, Cody loses here today, he will exactly is the leader in this.
For this match tonight, it is the first inside the chamber, but this is a much different... He's been successful in McIntyre here in Chicago in 20 match with Seth Rollins, and now is inside the knife. Who will face McIntyre? So Cody and Javon start the match, faced from the pod. When you're eliminated, head back to the locker room. There are no countouts, Vegas. 19,000 plus with the...
Could not be a more jarring difference in it. Still wet behind the ears is Javon. Task against somebody like Cody Rhodes.
The right to...
Javon Evans, if you're Cody Rhodes, knowing full...
Roll up and a kick out by Cody.
...world to keep this man grounded.
Side, the Oracle will compete, Austin Theory. Out here is
Cody getting caught a little cold in the...
Getting bouncy, sends Rhodes across the ring, fend against. And here's the cover, off the...
Limits for Javon Evans. He is so throws the kind of moves at you that this are simply not used to it, despite all...
Evans always...
Oh, how exuberant are you?
Past number of months that he does have that. All you got to do is look back at that qualifying match to advance.
Javon Evans, the very top level. It's as make it to WrestleMania, you want to compete, and it only gets harsher from here.
He is season 49 nights now, where the collision takes down Evans. Covering desperate tonight.
Yes.
And will
any worse for Cody Rhodes, the fact that he did themselves up, but that isn't going to daunt Cody. He's a guy who always bets on him.
At some point, does doubt start to creep in?
The deep waters.
Well, I'm just talking about everything Cody's been through. He's been stopped and thwarted. And now Evans and Rhodes for star. Who will enter the chamber?
Elimination Chamber to get a little flame.
And now Williams on Evans.
They know each other very long ago, just several months ago.
Williams to evade.
Freakish move, used to it and knows all about it, can't do anything.
Off the ropes, and Javon caught him with a kick.
Simply dropped Trick Williams for something.
She cut her and he was intercepted.
Trick Willie, too powerful, managing to block.
Ops Evans. Again, you're in there with a veteran in Cody Rhodes.
Got that trick slap across the jaw. And he might be toasted.
Now look at Javon Evans. Choke slam. Cover now on Evans able to kick out.
You can see a little double bookend right there.
Weeks ago, the fact that there's so many similarities between...
Yeah, no doubt about it. I'll tell you what right now, if the 5-time WCW champion, 2-time WWE Hall of Fame. Talk smack.
Gonna turn the tables. Chain link. Evans caught Cody with a kick. And Evans fired up. On his way in 10 seconds. Logan.
One hope for a major wrestle injuries and clearly made a ton over on SmackDown.
And Cody 3-on-1 against Logan Paul. And out the other side.
Or is it the arrogance of Logan Paul?
Taking out Cody and Trick Williams.
Well, the whole aim of Logan Paul was in the vision, get him back on track. Well, this 24 hours ago.
And yeah, Logan's on. Oh, and there's that tornado splash by Trick.
Kick right to the back of the head of Trick Williams. Already here.
Now Cody Rhodes, who
sign clearly a little out of breath right now. To look over his shoulder and see a fresh waiting to get into this thing. It's going to be a long night.
Last chance at a title opportunity at WrestleMania.
B1.
Cody sent across that hard padding. And that is a thing of beauty. He is one hell of an athlete for an amount of time.
Yeah, does Paul Heyman? He has Logan Paul.
As much as I don't want to admit it, you saw him walk out here with Brock Lesnar on Monday night.
Doubt about it. Once in a life. It's in Logan Paul.
Who will enter number 5 history of the chamber?
My loins are a-tingling.
Between LA Knight and Logan Paul.
On SmackDown.
Oh, this dates back to the United States Championship.
Paul and Bronson Reed smashed the ball.
Tsunami through a car. There's the.
He has eyes for Logan Paul right now. Many enemies you make at this level.
On the back of Logan Paul. Sure.
Entered the match.
Well, if he's not careful, he may. Oh!
Paul living dangerously here, but managing of LA Knight. What is he cooking up here? There's no escape climb in that case.
Hello, Logan, turn around. Javon Evans up on top of the pod. Dangerous situation.
And one thing I know in a situation, but he is going to have a rough landing.
And now Logan Paul.
The state in effect, and then there were 2.
Situation for these two.
Oh, go for BFT.
On the pod.
A lot of LA Knight right on the steel. Cody Rhodes, and here's that BFT.
Blunt force trauma. The 10th time in his career, and less than to change. The Viper.
Also, when the deck is stacked in his favor.
Physical clotheslines. There's Orton. Now Logan.
Superlative best.
And now Randy had it steel, and now Logan Paul launched into.
A lot of bodies getting thrown his way, going down in a heap.
All 6 men still surviving. Vintage Orton with.
Doll just left his body.
Is in his head. Went for the RKO, did Orton.
Pounce on Randy Orton when you get the chance. It made Paul pin Logan Paul, get rid of Logan, and he went for it.
Bodies Javon Evans following the PFT by LA Knight. Here, frog splash from the pod. Logan Paul now, there it is. Paul eliminates Evans.
Been eliminated.
This matchup, he gains the first elimination.
Evans overextended himself with that frog smash. Logan Paul was just waiting to pound.
Carried away.
Yeah, that's the only way you learn lace performance. He'll be back.
LA Knight now. Cover now. The kick out at 2. Here's in perfect position.
Microscopic. An unforced error that's common in this kind of brutal match.
Every man.
And Orton just final pod is a bunch of broken body of Randy.
Cracks. What does Knight do here?
Is this? And they reply.
He tripped coming off the top rope by Trick. And LA kicks.
Taking that steel a couple of times, your body doesn't. Out of the ring.
Yeah, but and a low blow by. And Paul with another
Eliminated.
Logan Paul.
So the referee did not like that at all. The blow followed by a handful of time on this Elimination Chamber match. So the entire field is he rode that out and they the win.
And look at the smile on the face of Logan Paul has had so far.
Blow.
Right there is classic Randy
Orton.
See Randy trash talking. Titanium loaded right hand.
Trick slap.
Went for the trick shot, Logan. Crossroad. Logan Paul sends a third elimination.
Has been eliminated.
Undeniable MVP.
Don't care how he did it. Knight.
Crucially, biggest names in the entire match. Cody Rhodes and Randy.
Oh my God, who the hell?
How is he going?
This whole thing last night, is this another copycat?
Going on last night, but thankfully grabbing this off to him. For once, they did their job. That's a different. That's not the same guy.
Manager screaming at him, who the hell are you? With Cody and...
Messed up by anybody. Masked man or a clone of the...
Hooded figure. Another masked man.
Got a free entrance.
Vision. Stop. Into the cover.
Logan Paul has been...
The man vindicated from the vision. The man who is back.
From shoulder surgery. He has just destroyed the...
Seth Rollins has completely changed.
As there's so many questions. Is it Rhodes or is...
Coup of the century. Seth Rollins. And now it's down to this relationship means. Cody Rhodes was coming up in WWE. And now...
Legacy boys about to... Oh, God.
Oh, no! The WWE title!
Anywhere near here, went for that Claymore.
Let's go, Kiss.
This is absolute WrestleMania hanging in the balance. Can we...
That's pretty clear. RKO! Crossroad! RKO! I get it! I get it!
Of the men's 20, the Viper!
WWE's Apex! He didn't hesitate. Takes out Cody Rhodes. Mania.
Randy, he pulled the trigger on his event of WrestleMania.
For Cody Rhodes.
Oh, what chamber was for our officials just as we had a second one arrived. This one, a stomp to Logan Paul, despicable unmasking. I don't know what to think now.
Obsession with Cody Rhodes. Battling McIntyre. McIntyre now.
Of labor, here was Orton providing the safer. It really is cut through. I don't care. RKO 1. Randy is heading.
Number is within at WrestleMania. Randy Orton Batty Championship for the American Nightmare.